Hello all. In this session, we are going to discuss about a Tableau set, which is something similar to a filters and a groups. That's what you will feel when you will understand the concept of Tableau sets. So, what exactly is a Tableau set, and why do we need a set kind of thing? So, this is first thing we need to understand when we have filters and when we have groups. Why do we have set specifically? So these are some of the things that you need to understand to completely understand what do I mean by a set. As the name denotes, what set actually does is that the set will allow you to create a subset which is based on some conditions, and the subset which you are creating, like you can see a set as a custom field basically. So these custom fields will hold the subset of your data based on some condition. Okay, so the use cases, or when do you want to use a subset basically, is that you generally use a subset when you wanted to find out, like, data of top 10 categories of customers with the highest sales. When you wanted to perform these kind of operations, then you will be using something called as a sets. All right. So you might be thinking, like, this is the same concept we spoke about in filters as well. Because in filters also, I said that you can create a subset of the data, and I gave you some use cases, like, where exactly you can make use of filters. Almost like similar thing we are talking about it, but there is a little bit difference between the filter and the set. We will see that. So now this is the meaning of a set, and as much as sets are concerned, there are basically two main categories are there. The first category is what you call it as a dynamic set. Dynamic set in the sense, like as the name denotes, if the underlying data is going to change, then the values which is present in the set is also going to change. Okay, so this is something which you can actually use it for a single dimension. Okay, so we'll see how that is changing. Okay, and also if you take a fixed set, of course, if you make any changes with your underlying data, that is not going to have any impact on the sets which you have created. Okay, and since this set is not getting affected with the changes of the underlying data, this type of fixed sets can be applied both to a single dimension as well as a multiple dimension. Okay, so this is theoretically to understand what is the meaning of a set. Now you need to understand how we have to go ahead and create a set in our Tableau. This is a very simple options which is there in your Tableau. So let's get inside our Tableau environment. So as you can see here, what I have got is my global store 2017 data is what I have. Okay, so let me just pull up certain things to my columns and rows. So for my columns, I'm just pulling up my subcategory, and for the rows, I'm just pulling up my sum of the sales. Okay, so what I have got here is some kind of visualization. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to sort it in a descending order. So this is what I'm getting. Okay, so now this is the visualization which I have, and I see sets are certain things that actually, in fact, it is interacting with your visual pane, or with your visualization, it is going to interact it. So what do I mean by that? Means, see, I can create a set simply by just selecting these things. Okay, so once I have selected these things, like, now the filter has been automatically applied. So let me just remove that. So now I have clicked on, I have selected a subset. Once I have selected this set, what you can go ahead is just you leave it for 1 minute here. Okay, then you will get this one option. See here, you have an option called as a creating set. Okay, so just click on this create set. Okay, so this will automatically create a set for me, and in your pane, data pane, you can understand that this two circles are available, and there is the name is already created as a subcategory set. Okay, so once you I mean you are trying to create another subset, again it will create it as subcategory set one, and so on, it is going to create it. Now what we have done is that we have done, or we have selected few items from this particular category, and then we have created a set. Okay, so suppose for example you wanted to create I mean this is the set which you have created, which is showing a lower sales, right? Because these are the items and these are the sales which is available. Now what we have tried to do is that we have just tried to create a set which is consisting of only the lower value sales. Okay, so you might be wondering as like, why do you have to do this? What is the necessity of doing this? Okay, so what you can do is that, like, in your visualization, if you wanted to show like uh, only the part which is having the lower sales, okay, just you can choose your subcategory set and then you can place it in your color. Okay, so it is going to show me that, now it has been in terms of size it is showing. So if I will select a color, you can understand that it is showing me only the category which has been colored as blue. So here you find two options. One is your in option and one is your out option. What is the meaning of in and out means? This is the meaning of a set here. Okay, what you have here is a set. Okay, and this is the legend, and in your legend you can see that in is given in a blue color and out is given in this one. So what is the meaning is that the elements which are present in the set are, these are the elements which is present in this less set, and out denotes the elements which is out of the set. Okay, so this is the meaning of creating a set basically. Okay, so this is first type of set which we have created. Okay, and what other things we can do with the sets means, like, this is something which we did it with a bar chart. Okay, so let us go ahead and go and get a new worksheet. So in this new worksheet, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to basically do a scatter plot. So in a scatter plot also you have an option to um, create a set. So what I'm going to do is that in columns I'm just going to drag off sum of sales, and then in my rows I'm just going to drag my sum of profit. Okay, so now what visualization I have got is a scatter plot now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that this, the relationship between the sales and the profit, I just wanted to categorize it based on the subcategory. So I'm just keeping my subcategory in my marks card. Okay, so the objective of creating this set is we just wanted to get a set of all subcategories which is having the um, highest values or lowest values. Okay, that's why we are creating this one. Okay, let me just color it also. Okay, so this is how you have the subcategory scatter plot. Now in this also I can actually create a set, like just you drag it off. These are the items which is going to go to my set. Okay, so just place your things here so you can understand that it is here. Okay, so now you can actually, you will get three options, like you can create a set or add to the subcategory set or remove from the subcategory set. So anything that you can do, you can just go ahead and create the same set, or otherwise you can just add to your subcategory set which is already there. Okay, so now for now I'm just creating this category. Okay, so now you can understand that this subcategory is basically being created. Now let me just keep this also here. Okay, and then when I try to show it by color, okay, you can understand which are the items which is there inside and which are the items which is outside. Okay, so this is what is the subcategory in and out is showing. Okay, so you can edit your colors, you can edit your title if you want, you can do it. Okay, So this is the meaning of in and out of your sets basically. And these are I mean, because of these reasons you basically make use of sets. Okay, so these are some of the ways that you can actually use to create your sets in your um, Tableau. So how you can also set some actions also if you wanted to. So you can go to your worksheet and then you can have an actions, and then you can remove this one, and you can click on and add action. So like whether you wanted to add an action for filter or highlight or go to sheet, you can specify that. Okay, so this is about how you can create the sets. Okay, now one more important point that you need to remember with respect to filter is that, suppose if I will try to create, I'm just removing all of these things. Okay, or otherwise let me take a new sheet here. Okay, so let us go to the new sheet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that, let me just put the subcategory itself in my columns, and then let me just put the sales in my rows. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that, for my subcategory, I'm just going to, yeah, for my subcategory, I'm going to just telling you to show the filter. Okay, so if you see here, if I will enable my filters, what happens is that all the list which is there in my subcategory will get displayed. So I just wanted to select a few items, and still it will show all the remaining points in my list, which doesn't look good, right? But in a set we do not do like this. So if you have a specific I mean, you can choose a complete thing, and then it will not display in this manner. It is just displaying in and the out. Okay, so that is one difference between your set and your filter. Okay, so or otherwise you can also go ahead and perform combining the sets, because you will be having a questions like this. Suppose for example, if you could show me, like these type of questions might be there. You just wanted to identify how many customers that purchased last year also purchased this year, and also if a customer purchased a specific product, what other products are they going to buy. Okay, so you will just have to create a set for all the customers who have purchased last year, and also you will have to create a set which is for all the customers who have purchased this year. Then you do a combination of these two sets to get whatever answer you wanted. Okay, so like this, the sets could be used in multiple ways, and this is the concept of sets in Tableau. A very simple concept, and very simple the understanding is also very, very simple. So that's the way you have to actually create your sets. So that's all I have for this session. Thank you.